guys, we just got here to base camp. See if you guys can see all this. We got all these guys over here with the horses. We're getting all our gear pulled out of the truck. This is so cool. We come back off the mountain. I'm sure we're gonna be hit with a pretty good storm that we got coming in the next few days. And we'll be able to get in here and warm up a little bit after being in the elements for a few days. So we will be hunting. I don't know if you guys can see that, but that mountain, that ridge that runs up over there, probably up and over that or even around the base of it is the plan. So we will see what happens. I'm super excited. I've got everything packed. My pack's a little heavy. I'm guessing probably about 60, maybe 70, but that's what's great about having the horses, is we can be a little bit heavier. If we have to move locations, that's not going to be real fun, but we'll see what happens. Hopefully everything works out and we can find a couple good bucks in the first spot we go to. Fingers crossed. Headed back into that country. Oh. Nate's got his pack all set. I got my heavy sucker on. We're getting ready to load these things up on a horse. I'm not going to be packing these right now, but it is game time. All right, you ready, big guy? I don't know, let's wait. Here's camp on day one. We're just dropping all our stuff off. Joe's about to head out with the horses and the mule, and we're about to start setting up camp. We've got a beautiful little stream right here for our water. We are set.
Sure.
Later, Joe.
See you guys. Good luck.
Thank you. Time to set up camp. All right. The teepee is up. Got the wood burning stove if we need it. And to unload the rest of the stuff. All right, camp is officially all set up. What do you think, Nate?
I think this is amazing.
This is awesome. We are ready. Kind of want to go glass. See what we can find. All right, guys, we're gonna head out. Our camp is all set up. We still probably have, I don't know, an hour before dark. Sun just went behind the mountain, so it's starting to get a little shaded over here. So we are gonna head out and just get up as high as we can for the amount of time we have left, and just see what we can find. Do a little glassing, bring the old thunder stick, see what happens. Alright, so we only got about 45 minutes of glassing, no deer tonight, but just got back to camp and I'm about to grub. We got some sweet pork and rice. Got the jet boil about to fire it up, and it is grub time. And then I'm passing out. Gonna have a long day tomorrow. I'll be out there all day. Alright guys, we're just about 10,000 feet. We hike from way down there. The rain's been kind of hitting us off and on. But visibility is not great. We're gonna work up and over this ridge right here and around. See if we can find any basins to glass. Nate dog's feeling a little sick. He got a cold. Sucks hiking. Can't breathe. Alright, well, we just got to the top of this ridge here. We've been sitting here for a little bit. It was super windy. Rain was coming down pretty good. I'm frozen. But we just saw a doe and a fawn right over there. Oh, probably an hour ago now. It's the only deer we've seen. So the terrain is pretty awesome, as you guys can see. We're gonna sit here and glass for a little bit. It's time for me to eat. Get the jet boil going. Got some breakfast. It's about 10 o'clock, so Nate dog is still sick, feeling a little better, he said, but check this out, guys. Hopefully we find him. Buck down, baby. Me and Nate, we were just coming down the trail from out of that timber right there, and I looked up this ridge right here and saw a little buck staring down at us. So we dropped to a knee, and he was looking, and I glassed to the right, and there was a big-bodied deer. Get out of the sun. Big-bodied deer right to the right of him, but we couldn't see his head. And so we got set up just in case, and sure enough, I could see his rack moving through some of the brush. I'm like, I think that's a shooter, dude. And he stepped out, or he stepped behind a big clump of trees for a long time. We couldn't see anything, and then the wind started switching, of course. Started going right up to him. The little buck, I think he was a spike, started to book it, and all of a sudden that big one come running out. Stopped just for a split second. I was able to get a shot off. I can see him right now. He's laying up there. He is a giant, old, big, gnarly 2-point. He's an old buck for sure, and I absolutely love big, heavy twos. And I'm pumped for a public land California hunt. You know, it doesn't get any better than that. Nate, you're next, buddy.
Oh yeah.
We got a big storm that's supposed to come in tomorrow, so snow. So hopefully some of these big bucks get up and start moving. But the work begins. We are, what, 6 miles from camp?
Yeah.
About 6 miles from camp. And it's probably 2.5, 3 hours before dark. So we're gonna have to start cutting this thing up and get quarters in the packs. And we got a long night ahead of us, but this is what we're here for. Let's go see him, guys. Dude, that is so cool. He's so heavy. Oh, that is an old buck right there. Make sure this thing's done. God, look at the mass on that thing, dude. Holy crap. Yeah, that is a mature deer, that's what we're after. I love it. Dude, big twos, they get me. He's got some nice eye guards, heavy. Yeah, that is a super cool buck. Thank you, buddy. We got a lot of work to go. How cool is that, Nate dog?
Effing quick.
Good thing we left when we did.
Yeah.
We weren't gonna leave that for a while. That was your doing. Good thing. Look at that, dude. That's so freaking awesome. I love it.
Yeah, he's a gnarly fork.
Yeah. Mass. All right, man. Well, you ready to get to work?
I am.
Let's do it. All right, guys. We are all packed up. It looks like the storm's starting to move back in. But we got the meat all quartered up. Got his cape and head. Nate's all loaded down with meat as well. And we have about 6 miles to camp, so luckily for us, most of it's downhill. But we are out of here. All right, guys, we just made it back to camp. been raining off and on. Just started dumping right, probably the last half mile off. I feel like Gumby legs right now. But we made it. Success. We're gonna try to get dry. We have a stove for the inside of this. We're probably gonna set up tonight so we can dry all our clothes off. Other than that, that's a wrap. We are gonna try to get everything situated for the night. Get this guy all set up, hang him in the tree so the bears don't get him, get some sleep. All right guys, we are all settled in the tent. I'm eating some pasta marinara with some beef. We got our the stove set up, we got fire, it's burning. It's nice and toasty in here. All our clothes are wet, so hopefully everything dries out overnight. But we're gonna eat, get some rest, and hopefully go find Nate one tomorrow. We'll see. Guys, this stuff is a lifesaver on multiple day hunts, especially backcountry stuff. Yesterday hiking up, we did 6.5 miles, and it was pretty much all uphill with about 30 pounds on our back in the packs. I was sweating pretty good. And then coming back last night, packing the deer and everything back, probably about 60 to 70 pounds on my back. I was sweating again, and then it started dumping rain on us off and on. So my pits are a little stinky, but this stuff is definitely going to help. You know, this is a company I work with, and I work with them because I believe in the product, and that's why I use this stuff. So Lethal, thank you guys. This is absolutely beautiful out here, guys. It's so cool. Nothing like going poop in the woods, listening to a stream. It's nice. Simple. It's the simple things in life. This is what backcountry hunting is all about. We got our fire. We got an awesome tent with a stove to stay warm. We got our boned out meat over here in the shade cooling. Got our water, cape and head up there. I love it. Alright, so we're sitting in camp, and I just looked up. There's a little bear. I don't know if you guys can even see it. There. Right in between those two boulders. Nate has a bear tag, but that's a little guy. It's cool to see and not very cool, because we are right here and we have meat and food in camp. Thing better not come in here and try to mess stuff up. Alright, Big Bad Joe just came and picked us up. We're loading everything up. We're gonna head back up top, probably try some new spots tomorrow. See what we can find for old Nate Deasy. Alright, this is the one I'm riding, Tiny. Tiny's a giant. Probably not gonna feel like you have anything on your back when I get up there. Alright, I need a. You're gonna boost me up? Here goes nothing. Tiny.
Yeah, I've been to this horse riding, dude.
Yeah, this is cool. After 12 miles yesterday, this feels good. We just hiked up to the top. We're going after Nate's buck now, and we just glassed up a group of I think 5 bucks all the way across on that far ridge. So we're gonna cut down, get low, hopefully pop up. We saw them all bed right there, so we know they're there. Let's see what happens. All right, we just got to a point where we can stop and glass. We just relocated them. They were all bedded. Now they just stood up, and they're kind of standing around feeding. We're just trying to figure out what our game plan is going to be, and hopefully get right over there and get a shot. We'll see what happens, guys. Stay tuned. All right, guys, we just got to position. We hiked our asses off. Big buck day. Oh man, we've been sitting here, what, probably 2 hours? It's freezing. We're up here. We left our packs back because we wanted to sneak up and over. We knew they were bedded here. We're 220 yards, and they've been bedded this whole time. They finally got up, and Nate just hammered them. Dude, such an awesome California buck. This is unbelievable. Public land, backcountry. Packs are a few hundred yards back. We're gonna have to go get them, but so awesome, dude. Give me some. Oh, let's go look at them. Nate is headed out with a heavy pack, tons of meat, big rack.
This one's for you, Jay.
This is. Thanks guys. See you next time.